The southern yellowtail kingfish has many names, but is commonly referred to as kingy in New Zealand. Possessing a strong muscular body and capable of great bursts of speed, the green and gold colours of the kingfish camouflage them well. Kingies normally feed in packs on a wide variety of baitfish and are ferocious feeders. They are without doubt one of the ultimate sport fish on every angler's bucket list. Kingies respond to a huge variety of lures and baits and are just as likely to show up next to a wharf as on an underwater reef miles offshore. Kingfish will test even the best tackle to the limit, as well as the angler's strength and endurance. Ranging in size from 1 kilo to over 50 kilos, the kingy is the target on this episode of Fishy Business. Well, kingfish are a magnificent fish. You get them absolutely everywhere in the North Island and a lot of the South Island. They're great because you can catch them off the shore, close to islands, round market buoys, off beaches, and yet they turn up offshore as well. So they're a game fish for everybody. Now, in saying that, I've brought a mate along today, Craig, who last year I took him and his wife out fishing and she caught a massive kingfish. And Craig has never caught one the same size and he's never lived it down since. So today's objective is to go out and catch some kingies and get Craig on the board with a personal best so his missus doesn't give him so much grief. First thing with any sort of fishing is go and catch your bait. My premium bait is carwai about 1 kilo. So we're just going to go and search up this channel here, see if we can find some schools of carwai using the Simrad electronics. Here we go. So we've got a massive school of bait here. What I'm doing is just skirting around the outside so we don't try and push them down. I'm not charging straight through the middle. It's a common mistake. Most people, when they see a lot of good working fish, they go straight through them, put them down and scare them off. I'm trying to stay on the outside. They're actually coming up as we're going along underneath the boat, but there's plenty there. There are a number of ways to catch working fish. My preferred technique is a paravane with a simple single hook lure. This works really well, and using a cord handline you can get the fish into the live bait tank efficiently. These baits are absolutely perfect size, about 1 kilo, just over 1 kilo maybe, and the reason they're good is because you won't get little kingies, you'll only get decent sized ones, so you don't have to worry about undersized fish. Any hit's going to be a good fish. Try to keep handling the live bait to a minimum. You want the freshest, liveliest bait you can get. I like the way you're laying the line down on the deck now properly and just pulling them in from the side. It's a lot easier, isn't it? Yeah. When you get the angle right. Craig was doing a great job and we soon had enough bait for the day's fishing, so we headed to a local reef to try our luck. With drags tested and knots checked, we set out a single live bait and started to slow troll in 9 metres of water along the edge of an island. The reel was out of gear with the clicker on and Craig controlled the line with his thumb. So we've come into an island and we're just trolling along the edge where it drops off. I can see my downrigger ball there, Craig's live bait just above it at about 4 metres. There's a bit of bottom sign there, mainly bait fish. So we're just working the edge of that contour, seeing if there's any big fish around. They're here, they're just not biting at the moment. Sometimes you just got to hang out, wait till they come on the feed. You know, it's like you and me. After we've had breakfast, we don't want dinner straight away.
It's going a little slow, but there's heaps of sign there. They're just not taking our baits.
strike came out of nowhere and we were now hooked up. The job now was to stop the kingy getting into the reef.
I'll get the downrigger. Just hang on, folks. Still only in 11 metres here, so still quite capable of going down to the reef if we do the big run. They actually lead out with the boat.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, keep the weight on them. Try and keep you comfortable. Follow them around with the rod. Try and push it in the water.
He's under the boat at the moment.
Turn around. I'll just put a gaff in him. I'm just holding the leader just carefully so it can run if it wants to. It's quite a green fish. There we go.
Good size.
Well, Rach. Yep. Well, Rach.
You may have done it.
I think he's caught up to you.
Well, didn't quite beat her, but 15, same weight, so we'll call that a draw for now. Just means I get to come out again.
So you reckon you got Rach dusted, mate?
Oh, if I get it in, I don't want to count my chickens yet. All my kingies. Yep, he's not ready to come out. There he goes. Oh, he's running. I got one now, so we're going to try and go a bit lighter.
The current was streaming and things were looking very fishy.
Trolling live baits like we're doing today, we use about a 10-foot leader. Now, leader's like a shock absorber between the fish and the rocks and everything. When they try and rub you off, it gives you a bit of protection. Now, I'm using 80-pound Saltiga fluorocarbon leader today, which is relatively light for kingfish leader. Most of the time, you'd probably use 100, 130, even up to 200 pound, depending on the terrain you're fishing. But because the fishing was tough, we weren't getting bites, I went down to the lighter leader, that got the bite. Nervous?
Yeah.
You feel it getting tasty?
Yeah.
Follow them with the rod.
Okay.
Hit it. Right, just hang on. Get this one out, okay?
He's going.
Nice strike. Just took it from the bottom. So that was a really good strike. Took the bait down deep, which is usually indicative of a good fish, and it's swimming out nicely, but Craig's got his work cut out with this one on 10 kilo line. It's pretty light in this foul country. Taking a bit of line now.
Craig was doing all the right things, keeping the rod in a good working curve and the line tight. I was manoeuvring the boat to keep Craig in the corner and with a good angle on the line.
Back is tweaking a bit now.
Yeah, you earn these fish, don't you?
Yep.
So you reckon you got Rach dusted, mate?
Oh, if I get it in, I don't want to count my chickens yet. All my kingies. Yeah. Awesome on this rod, awesome. Yep, he's not ready to come out. There he goes. Oh, he's running. Every time I gain a little bit, he takes a little bit.
Little wine,
It's like he's just swimming with us.
yeah, that's good. Keep the pressure on, mate. What we'll do is we'll have a look at this one because we've got one to eat. If he's hooked in the mouth and he's going to survive, we'll let him go. Otherwise, if he's hooked like he's not going to survive, we'll keep him because we've got plenty of mouths to feed. And I love a feeder kingy. This is one tough fish. It's giving a really good account of itself. Craig's getting worn out. You've got to be really careful when you get fish close to the boat. That's when most people lose them. They get too excited, they put their thumb on the line, or they try and reef the fish in. You just got to be pretty relaxed. Although it's really exciting, you just got to be relaxed and just follow the system, get the leader, put the gaff in if you're going to gaff it. Take your time. Good fish take time. I can stop if you want. Right, we're out of gear now, so you're in charge of the line and everything.
Awesome.
We're in 24 metres of water on a sandy bottom. It's a tough fish.
Plays off again.
We've decided to keep him. He's a good looking fish. Well over legal limit. Probably bigger than the first one.
I'm up to the...
Right. Lead him up. Oh yeah, that's a nice one. Look at that. Hey big fella.
Yeah!
That's a nice fish.
Oh man, look at that.
Hey,
What kg was the line? 10.
10 kg
10
line.
kg line.
That little Daiwa SL250 SHB. It's not an expensive little reel. Does everything. Catches kingies, sailfish, snapper. Works wonders, doesn't it?
I'm a little bit knackered after pulling in that one. She was a big battle on the lighter gear, but definitely worthwhile. Love it. We're going to weigh it just to see if I tip the wife with this one. What do we got?
Oh, just in on the 20k.
Let's get that out.
Oops. Hold on. Is that 20?
Yeah.
It bounced a bit there. Yeah, it's just on the 20.
Holy cow.
Yep, just in on 20k.
20 kgs.
Hey. And that's what you can do if you put a bit of effort in, fishing your local waters. Your wife's not going to be happy with you, mate, but I'm happy with you.
Nice. Awesome.
Congratulations.